Okay, so this is going to be about a 10-15 minute series entirely on finding your core. So whether you're postpartum, whether you haven't been working out for a little bit, or whether you have been working out but you just don't feel like you're engaging your core as much as you want to, this is kind of your basic breakdown, try to reconnect. If you do have a prop, if you do have a Pilates ball, great. This is something that we're going to add in about halfway. If you don't, we'll just skip it, no worries at all. So from here, we're going to start literally just with breath. So if you look at your abdominals, you have your six pack on the top and you have your transverse abdominals underneath. Your six pack is your superficial abs that helps you do crunches and helps you move your body front, side, back. Your transverse abdominals are right underneath, and that's what's responsible for expanding your belly out and pulling your belly button into your spine. Think like a stomach vacuum. So we kind of want to avoid those six-pack muscles right now, and I want you to deeply connect with your transverse, and then we'll add in the six-pack a little bit later. But your transverse is really where that strength is coming from and really what we're trying to tap into today. So the first way to find this is just to use your breath. So bring your hands onto your rib cage, think of fingers around the front, thumbs around the back, and just find a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. So you're going to inhale and exhale. Now as you inhale, your rib cage will expand, and as you exhale, it will contract. One more here, we inhale and we exhale. You're going to take that exact same thinking and apply it to your core. So now bring your hands a little bit lower. As you inhale, I want you to inhale so much that you feel your belly expanding. As you exhale, you're going to vacuum the abs in and pull them into your spine. I like to put my hands here just so I can literally see what I'm doing. Feel free to stand side on with a mirror as well so that you can see what's going on. We inhale, breathe into your hands. Exhale, pull the belly button in. We inhale, breathe in. Exhale, pull the belly button in. One more here, inhale. And exhale. Now let's try disconnecting it from your breath. You're gonna inhale. Exhale, pull the belly button in. Keep the belly button in and just keep breathing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the belly, shake it out. That's your transverse abdominals. Let's try that again. We inhale. As you exhale, pull the belly button in. Keep it in. And as you get stronger at this, maybe we're holding it for 10, 20, 30 seconds. It's really up to you. Keep sucking that belly button into that spine. Maybe we get a little deeper for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, shake it out. Final one. We inhale. We exhale, pull the belly button in. Hold it in. We're going to try and do a full 20 seconds. So from here, we're relaxing everything else. You're actively pulling your belly into your spine. Think like someone has a hook and they're taking your belly button and they're pulling it all the way through to your back. You're standing tall. I almost like to imagine like someone's about to punch me in the stomach and I'm bracing. Yes, you're down to 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, so that is your transverse abdominals. That is your abs just using breath. So now we're going to try and add some movement into it, but that's your foundation. If we were struggling a little bit there, I want you to try and connect to that more and more as we add in some exercises. So the next one, I'm going to get you lying down on your back. If you do have your Pilates ball, grab it now for me. And you're going to place that ball underneath your sacrum. So think right where the triangle of the G-string would be. So not quite under your lower back, not quite under your butt. You want to be halfway in between, like the bony part of your pelvis. If you don't have the ball, what you can do is just lie flat on the ground and you can do the exact same exercise just from the ground. You could also use a foam roller or a cushion or whatever you've got available. From here, both arms are going to lift up towards the ceiling, both legs lift to tabletop. And now this might be challenging on the ball. This might be challenging on its own. If it's a little too much, you can always bring your fingertips down to the ground. And now from here, we're going to try straightening one leg all the way out and bending all the way back in. Other leg all the way out, all the way in. The lower you extend the leg, the more challenging this is. So your range might be up here. It might be totally parallel to the ground. It is up to you. If you're feeling really good on the ball, we're going to reach the arms up towards the ceiling. What I'm wanting you to feel here is your mid to lower abdominals. You're sucking your belly button in just like what we did with that breathing exercise, hooking your abs all the way through to your back. If you're feeling your lower back at all, that actually means that we have lost your abs and we need to lift the legs a little higher. So do not push through if you start to feel your lower back. Instead, try sending the legs even higher. And if you keep feeling the lower back, skip this exercise, give it a break. Last one here, we're going to transition this into keeping your legs bent. You're going to lower one leg down to tap the ground and lift all the way up. Other leg lowers down to tap, lifts up to return to tabletop. And now all of those variations from before are still an option, so maybe your hands are down. Maybe instead of touching the ground, you're just lowering down a few inches. I want you to really focus on getting the abdominal engagement versus performing the exercise. It's really about connecting to your core versus trying to make this look like something. So even if you're feeling your core just by lowering down 2 inches, that's where I want you to be. More important that we find that engagement today. You're here for 8, 7, and just check in that we haven't started holding your breath at all. 6, and 5. Last 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Perfect. Slowly lower those feet down. If you do have your Pilates ball, you're going to take that and just place it off to the side. I'm going to get everyone to lie flat on their backs. From here, you're going to do both legs to tabletop, both arms up towards the ceiling. We're going to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Suck the belly button all the way down in towards the ground. We inhale, expand. We exhale, suck the belly button in. Option 1, we might just be here today. Listen to your body. Option 2, we go for that dead bug. So one leg straightens out, the opposite arm reaches all the way back overhead, comes all the way back to center. Other side, inhale, reach. Exhale, recover. Maybe the leg and the arm are reaching up higher today. Listen to your body. If your back starts to engage in any way, I want you to go a little bit higher. And now from here, can you check that you're not arching your lower back off the ground as you do this exercise? You just have a neutral pelvis. So you have a tiny arch under your lower back, just that natural curve, but not too much. If you feel like no matter what you do, your back is still engaging, from here you might want to try flattening your lower back all the way down into the mat and see if that helps us. We don't want to do it for every exercise, but finding that tuck can be really, really useful in trying to find those abs. 4 to go. Last 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And relax. So ideally we were able to connect to your transverse and your lower abdominals with this one. If we didn't quite get there, let's see what we can do with upper abs and see how we go. So you're going to bring your hands behind your head. You're going to look straight up towards the ceiling. Option 1 is to come directly from the floor. Option 2 is to take your Pilates ball and place it underneath your shoulder blades so that you're lifted a little more. From here, interlacing the fingers, you're gonna relax back down towards the ground and you're gonna curl up towards the ceiling. Now, big difference here is I don't want you to be crunching up like this. See how I totally tucked my pelvis under? Think pelvis is neutral, chest is open, you're looking straight up towards the ceiling, and my head's really heavy in my hands. So I'm not getting as high, but I'm feeling my upper abs engage, and then I'm relaxing all the way back down. We exhale, curl up, inhale, back down. So it's more of like a levitating action where I'm feeling my abdominals without crunching on my neck or pulling myself up. So I'm really lengthening my spine, releasing. Keep that one going. If you're on the floor, it's the exact same thing, but you might just not be getting that high. It might be that you're hovering an inch off the ground and back down, an inch off the ground and back down. It's a little tricky not to squeeze your glutes, not to engage your legs, and just to find your upper abs here. Let's go 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, on 1, you're gonna hold it up Stay up here. Visualize your six pack. The top two pieces of the six pack are gonna pinch together. So I'm not crunching, I'm looking right up to the ceiling, and I'm literally lifting up to the ceiling, up to the ceiling. And you should feel the base of your ribs, the top of the six pack, doing that little pinch and pinch for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax it down. Final thing, Pilates roll up. You're gonna straighten your legs all the way out. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. We inhale. As you exhale, suck the belly button into the spine. You start to curl on up, reach to the feet, sitting all the way up, and then tuck the pelvis, slow roll all the way down. If you're able to do this, fantastic. Just give me a clean, slow range of motion, and then slow lower down. If this is a little too tricky, try bending your legs. See if that helps you up and back down. If this is just not happening today, here's the trick. You come up, you go really slow as you lower down. Slow, slow, slow. You might fall at the bottom, that's okay. Lift both legs, grab onto them, rock up, and try that again. So as long as we're getting the down and we're really focusing on the down, the core is working, and it might just be that we work on that rounding up. Can everyone give me 3 more here, whichever series you chose, whatever feels good on the body. And up. You might have your knees slightly bent, they might be fully bent, whatever we need. And up. Last one, finish strong. And up. Beautiful. So that is your abdominal series. I'd say they're all just foundational abdominal work that's starting with the breathing, working towards the lower abs, and then finishing with upper abs. If this was particularly hard, or if you notice that one of the exercises was a little harder than the other, I'd recommend just practicing it a few times a week, almost daily if you can. It'll get stronger and stronger, and we'll just keep reconnecting to your core, and we can keep building on it. But awesome work.